like to see the citizens, both men and the women, hold their leaders more accountable, that they are working for their rights. Second, we like to see the community take initiatives to protect and promote and respect human equal rights. Third, we also like to see justice service provided to both marginalized and non-marginalized citizens in Kilimanjaro, and also be accessing equal economic opportunities to improve the livelihood. For now, we have seen women are now engaging, for example, in micro enterprise development activities. They are, for now, we see now the communities now to change the taboos. They are now trying to discuss issues about women's equal right to own land, not just to use the land, but to own the land. And we receive information that now some of families have allowed women or daughters to inherit their lands, and also men have increased their responsibility towards ensuring child maintenance. And at the family, at the KWIECO, for example, we do conduct conciliation and mediation, and now men, all husbands, all partners have agreed to provide care and support for their children.
One more concrete example, as you know, that Tanzania is now in a process of, making a new constitution, and in Kilimanjaro we have a coalition called the KAPI, and some of the women's issues which have been discussed in Kilimanjaro in that coalition have been included in this bill. It's a constitutional bill. Yeah. So a draft. So that's one of the concrete examples that it's now live and it's all known worldwide. Yeah.
The political context in Tanzania is changing, and in order for them to be known and accepted in the community, they need to show or to discuss issues that can be to spearhead issues of that kind. They increase the credibility of the community. For that, we see changes are coming in this approach where accountability is increasing, because some of those who are seeking for political powers, when they lose to air out those demands of their citizens, automatically they go out of political power. A concrete example, previously we had to include the issue of HIV/AIDS in our organization, but after understanding the more reality of gender and legal rights, we had to move from HIV/AIDS issues and change to issues of gender equality. And for example, if you heard about what we have is we have the KWIECO theory about KWIECO. It breaks apart from KWIECO, and it's a small part of it. We had to change that intervention about realizing that this was no longer a community need. There are challenges, for example, starting with the community themselves, the beneficiaries, level of ignorance. We need to take a lot of efforts to mobilize them, to create awareness, to empower them, but still they can fear to address the issues. That's the challenge. The second issue is we don't meet a very concrete political challenge because every political umbrella is trying to influence issues demanded by the citizens. But at the same time, we can have a challenge to a particular political party opposing a particular agenda. this is not in our development agenda, so can be a challenge. The second is we can address a lot of issues, but financial those implementing parties or those decision-making bodies can have a lot be faced by challenge on issues financial.
Adding on that, changing law is not that much, very simple. It's a process. So like this Law of Marriage Act, it has been, a voice, a debate for quite some time. And so you're still shouting, you're still advocating, but the process itself is the challenge, And other things like the issue of women's are so tied to things like total dependence to their men. So when you tell her to change, she said, no, I won't even take my husband to court, I want to deny maybe to be inherited because I'll be, being divorced and I'll be parting my family. So there are other issues that the community itself is a challenge to accept and change. But another challenge I can say that it's the government itself. We non-governmental organizations, sometimes we are against the government. So if you are against, you cannot, achieve whatever you want, which is against the government. So sometimes even involving these local leaders is not that much simple. It is hard. Sometimes they think that maybe you're taking their positions, or maybe you want to, to dominate. So sometimes we face those challenges within the government itself. Although we are assisting the government, but sometimes we are like seeing like a threat to the decision makers or local leaders.